continuation of an 11-minute video. I hope they do way better than their parents did or could do. Their parents can't even really get along and can't really agree on things. And this started before the rumors of somebody else and I. We're going to get to that elephant in the room in a minute. Just wait. Um, but yeah, basically. Oh, and to kill this other thing, somebody say, well, y'all don't have to, work together or whatever. Just if one parent don't do it, then the other. No, that's not how that goes. Proper communication will solve a lot of stuff. And just because one of your parents fail to do something, that don't make the other one responsible to go through it and do it. Now they could, but that's not, especially if that other parent already said that they're gonna do it, that creates conflict and confusion. If the other parent jumps in and says, well, they didn't do it, I'm gonna do it. No, they need to go to, hey, you didn't do this, I'll take care of it. Or you want me to take care of it, or you're still trying to handle it, So not everything is as simple as pick up and go. Forgive me, my stomach is crazy right now. I don't know what's going on. It was probably the fact that my goofy ass crushed up some wannabe aspirins one time in the week. And I actually put some, I was trying to make a home remedy, like my legs are itching and I'm scratching them, but I don't see a rash or whatever. But they're itching because I'm just keeping them in socks all the time and walking around in socks the whole day or whatever. So they're like itching or whatever. So I was making a home remedy to stop myself from itching. Got some wannabe Tylenol. Put it in some water and some alcohol. And I messed around and didn't keep separated. And I messed around and put some of the ones that I soaked in alcohol back in the thing. So I messed around and took them a day or two ago. That could be what's wrong with my goofy self. Way to go. I said I don't want to be here, but I've never tried to take myself out until now, indirectly. So like I was saying, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna start somewhere in the middle because I actually paused and forgot where I was going with what I was saying. It's not one of those times where you can rewind the video and see. So yeah, everybody wants to do things their way. Everybody wants you to do things their way, no matter if they're helping you or not. I isolate myself, but it's not a good thing. I don't want to be alone all the time. And I do want to be left alone because I don't like people in general. But then it's like, if I feel uncomfortable, I'm not going to be around wherever I'm at. I don't do that kind of stuff. Just don't stay around. And then I get tired of people's misconception of me. Like, everybody's got their opinion, and nobody's opinion matters to nobody until it's an opinion about you, and then it still don't matter, but you form opinions about everybody else. That's crazy. Say, for instance, for some unknown reason, everybody seems to think that I'm here to do some work when I told this guy that I just needed a place to lay my head. We agreed on it, and then the next day that I was here, he said, well, hey, if you don't have a place to lay your head, I need somebody to watch, make sure nobody come out in here for the twos or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Take them out. I said, yeah. I said, how much would you charge? I said, $40. The misconception was that $40 that one night, and then I stay, because I don't understand. Because it hadn't been happening. Even before my Cash App got messed up, it just wasn't happening like that. He'd give me 40 every now and then. Really, twice. But anyway, and I've been here for like 3 months now. 2-3 months, something like that. Either way it go, Even the times where he did give me 50 or 60 or more, it was because he sent me to the store to get something, and he overpaid me in order to get me to get whatever, he paid for too. And it didn't tell me my money was included in that payment. I made videos about that too. Just like he said, I went to McDonald's and got something for $20 and didn't even include his meal. And I got a little recording and a screenshot of the receipt that says that meal was not $40. Because I always go to McDonald's for the longest. I've been doing the same thing. I run the same program. I hardly do anything different. Even my gaming, I play the same games on the phone or whatever. I'll uninstall them several months down the line. I'll reinstall those same games and play them again. I just got tired of them and didn't want to play them. I ain't been playing Candy Crush in a long time. I'm going to eventually go back to that. I get tired of starting over, so I need the email address that I got those on, so I won't have to start over. Ain't nothing wrong with starting over, yeah, but when you start over all the time, there is something wrong with it. It gets irritating. Why should you have to always start over? Anyway, and because my patience is short, so I think this guy's wife think that I'm supposed to be working too, when that's not the agreement, because he's saying, I gotta convince myself so I can convince my wife that you guys are working out there. You guys who? It's not what we agreed on. And before he took off to go do other projects and be with other projects, he was making a tense environment. I got accused of being doing him shady, being a one-sided friendship, and we never did establish a friendship. I don't know where he's getting all this from, and he's doing me shady. I've always ordered the same thing, and he lied about that, and I got it on. I went and paid attention to what I was doing and got the receipt, because I know damn well I don't go to McDonald's and order no $20 meal. What I do, I've been doing it for a long time. I run the same program, like I was saying before I paused it. I get hot cakes with sausage. I don't really want the sausage because I don't really like pan sausage like that. They won't substitute it. They won't, it's still the same price. So whatever, give me the sausage instead of bacon, which I don't offer bacon. They used to, but anyway, I add a hash brown to that, and it comes out to be somewhere near $12, $12, $13, not $20. So did he oversay that in order to drive a point home? I don't know. Oh, and I was getting a hot chocolate also, and then I switched it up and started getting a large coffee. Well, if you're including my money in that, then why come I can't get what I want? Why you always get the large coffee? Well, you didn't ask for a large. People want you to do things their way, and people's perspective is different too. People's thoughts of you, what you are, who you are, whatever. That's why I put on my Facebook page, my main Facebook page, who am I to you? I am who I am, but who am I to you? Then I go on to say, you've already decided who I am. It's up to you to accept it, not me. I don't have to accept who you think I am, your version of me, who you want me to be, who you desire me to be. I don't have to accept that. Hell, I'm trying to figure out who I am myself, to myself half the time. These are good videos because they can be put on this channel, so this channel can be found. And also I'm going to try to mention my original channel because I got several videos on there that need to be seen, detailing everything that I'm talking about, really. And I don't really need to be talking about this because I've already talked about it, but it'll be detailed. So you'll say these videos are waste of time. You'll say these videos are talking about nothing when they really are talking about something, but you have to listen and pay attention. If you never actually had the time to listen, you write those long paragraphs, send those long videos, and nobody got time. But then you have time to send long videos. You have time to write long paragraphs and expect somebody to read it and listen to it too. What's up with that? So if you just don't have time to listen, you don't have the interest, just say that. But you want everybody to listen to you and pay attention to you. It's contradicting, isn't it? So anyway, I have tried to, place myself in a homeless shelter or whatever, and you got to go through a lot to get there, including the fact that you cannot have anywhere to stay. And if I told them I was staying in a place like this, then it would be okay for them to say, okay, you're homeless. But because I can stay somewhere else, that's not okay. Even if I stayed in my car, it wouldn't be okay for me to get help. It's no different than getting Social Security. You have to really be out there in order to get it, man. They make you go through so much. It's like, come on now. I mean, they gonna tell me I'm not homeless when I'm basically am homeless. And why come I can't just get a place? If I had my ID, I wouldn't be trying to get a place on my own because I don't want to stay on my own any longer by myself. My mental is not good enough for that, and it's weakening all the time. If I'm telling you this and I'm expressing this, then why isn't it being listened to, considered? This is what happens when people finally do away with themselves. They were given warning shots and people wouldn't listen. They were saying, oh, you'll be okay. I'll listen to nothing. You're doing just fine. You're on the outside looking in, but you're not on the inside. What's in them, what's in their head, you're not there. And they're telling you. It's a cry for help. I gave thanks to this guy for being away for a long time because he has been in town, but he hasn't been in this house, in this project in a while. And he could have been. So I had to thank him for him not being a part of this because I needed the space. He was crowding me, making me feel uncomfortable, trying to push me to work, but not even paying me the $40. And then when I was working for him, he couldn't pay me the $60 that he was supposed to pay me. And then his workers are saying dumb, like 2 or 3 of his workers are saying dumb stuff too, like stay in y'all lane. Then his friend came and made me feel like I thought this guy was running something, in charge of the project or in charge of this guy Quincy or whatever. This guy come on. They told me finally that he was nobody but a friend, and then I questioned him later on after he came by and asked me, did you decide to do some work, learn something around here? Did you decide to not learn anything around here? I forgot who he sounded like, but somebody else has that type of voice and that type of presentation. Well, did you decide to, But anyway, when he asked me that this time, I went ahead and told him, man, I forgot how I said it, but I basically asked him, who are you? Are you over this? Are you over? No, I'm just his friend. I always have to clean up behind him, fix the stuff that everybody else mess up. I'm not one of those people. You don't have to worry about me because I only assist the people. I don't do the work. I do whatever they tell me to do. So you don't have to worry about cleaning up. I decided to do what I've been doing. So anyway, I thought he told me that if he came to me the first time, that was the second time where I stood up. But the first time he came around, he's an elder. Plus, I thought he was in charge of something. Telling me if I'm not around here helping, if I'm not trying to learn how to do anything around here, then I don't need to be here. But you don't know what deal Quincy and I worked out. You don't know what deal Q and I have worked out. You don't understand. So why would you say that? Why don't you ask me about the deal? So I was under the impression that he had the impression that I was here to work, just like this guy's wife got the impression that I'm here to work, just like these guys' employees are under the impression I'm here to work, just like the owner of the house is under the impression I'm here to work. When I'm not coming to do that. They're not paying me to do that. $40 is not enough to do that. Even I've been told by several of his workers he should pay me just for my time, and also that they're getting paid. So why would I? So everybody manipulative and controlling, just like when he was telling me I'm a bad friend and all that, manipulation and control. He'd do that every time he don't get what he wants. Like he told me he wanted me to go to the lodge or whatever. He told me he wanted me to go somewhere and I didn't want to go. So then that's when he started talking about me being a bad friend or whatever. He also wanted me to be at this house at a certain time to secure it down before they all leave. And I was gonna be like 10 or 15 minutes late. And he was talking about me being how, so every time I can't do what he wants me to do, then there's a problem. That sounds manipulative, destructive. I forgot what else they call that. Oh my God. But either way it goes, it's the same thing that I'm dealing with the women or whatever, but you have reason to talk about them when you're doing the same thing. Everybody wants to do the same thing, but talk about the next person that's doing it. And then I started telling them that, you know what I'm saying? Even in these long videos, start telling them that. You know, you look like you're doing the same thing everybody else is doing. Manipulation tactics, and you know, it's crazy.